What's up, everyone? Today is day one of lockdown in New York State, which means I'm stuck at home. Now, I did upload a little video earlier with me fixing the cup holders in my BMW, but that's not all I've been working on today. Today was a great day for just cleaning, organizing, and a little bit of mocking up. So, one thing I did, of course, was I finally put the engine stand or engine jack back over there. I put the engine stand together. That's going to be holding the transmission. I moved things around. This side didn't get too much love. I did start to organize all the LS parts we're not going to be using, but we want to save. It turns out we aren't going to be able to use the heads that I started working on, but we'll save them for a future project. Don't want to waste any of the work we've already put into them. But the big part is they are the 317s, which will mean down the road we can use them for another boost application. But unfortunately, because they are the cathedral heads, and they are not going to be able to be ported to fit the rectagonal heads that this will require. Now, if you notice something, I went ahead and finished bolting up the suspension in the front, and I even mocked up something inside there to kind of get an idea of what the ride height's going to be once the whole thing is assembled. It's not 100% sure, or I'm not 100% sure that's exactly where it'll be. It might be a little bit lower, might be a little bit higher, but it's a good idea. I also, because I don't have the appropriate bell housing, I kind of just threw this together so that it would kind of give me an approximation of the placement of the rear bracket. The cool thing is this is pretty close to how long it's going to be. I think the bell housing for the LS is a little bit longer, but not by much. So at least we know we have to have the bracing somewhere around here, which I started mocking up the bracing where I kind of want the main frame rails or bracing rails to be. And once I kind of get a better idea of things, we'll start tack welding it. Now, this stuff right here is not going to be the end result material. The reason why is I'm not 100% sure this is what we're going to want to use. I don't think it's the right gauge. I think it's pretty darn close, but we can use it as an approximation for building a jig or a rig. Basically, the goal will be to build what we need so that if we have another build using the A-frame in the future, which I kind of feel like we will. I really like this body. I really love the Chevelle, and not really the El Camino per se, but there's a lot of different vehicles that use the A-body that I absolutely love. Maybe we might be able to get another Buick down the road, and we can have a pair of GSs. But the big thing is it would be nice to have a pre-made template for this frame, or this frame and this chassis as a whole. That way, as we move forward in the future, I don't have to mock it up beforehand, or I can mock it up beforehand, sorry, and then just weld it into place. So that was kind of my thought on that, and that's why we're using like black steel and, you know, random crap that I have, because it gives me a really good idea of what we're going to need to build in the future, as well as it was inexpensive. Actually, it was free, so it's a good material for right now, so we're not kind of building things in the dark. We'll have a great idea. The other thing is, I had a couple people ask me what exhaust this is going to be getting. I do need to get another one of these. This is a Flowmaster Series 10, and this was originally supposed to go on my blue Supra, like probably around the same time I had that transmission put together for this, or not for this, but for that Supra back in the day. So yeah, 15 years ago or something like that. And it's just been sitting there, not doing anything. So we do need to get another one of these. And we are going to do hater pipes. It's going to go to the turbo. We're going to go back down, go underneath, and then these will be somewhere right here. And I would love to have the exhaust come out the side right around here. So wherever we can fit this, that it won't be in the way and won't be seen too like readily. And we'll make sure that this is facing down towards the ground so no one sees these really, I don't know, I won't say sloppy welds, but I think this is going to be a better look right here. So we'll also paint these with a high temp paint so that it doesn't have any issues down the future, down the road, as well as it will be nice and clean. So same thing we're going to do with that. What else did I do today? I don't know, I just spent a lot of time cleaning. Oh, I have this right here, because I know you guys have been, some of you guys have been just harping me about the insulation that's, well, like I said, this garage wasn't really even used for like 4 years. But so what I'll do is I'll start working on trying to put this clear plastic up above the lights and then reinstall the lights so that you guys are, you know, not losing your mind over the installation. So yeah, that was day 1 of quarantine. I'm really liking, let me move that out of the way so you can look at this beautiful thing. Oh yeah. You kind of get stir crazy. This is only stuck here the first day. If I'm losing my mind that much over the first day, imagine however long it's going to take, like 2 weeks or more, I'm going to be stuck here. So, or more. Guys, look at that. Just kind of imagine that being kind of more angled towards the back where the rear axle is, so it's more of an inline. And what an absolutely beautiful engine. Beautiful engine. Mind you, that the reason why it's not painted and all that, for all you guys that may be new to the channel, this is an aluminum 5.3 out of a 05 Envoy, I think it is. And it's a Gen 4 block with Gen 4 internals and everything. The Gen 4 internals are actually sitting underneath there. The crankshaft is over there. But this is what's actually going in the Buick. This is a Gen 3 block, obviously iron 6.0. And the internals are over there, but we need to get different pistons, and this has to go down to the machine shop, which, I mean, technically he's essential because he's a mechanic. I don't know. Also, he works out of his house, so yeah. Once we get enough money, which might be a little bit tight right now, but once we get enough money to have this sent down there, it's only about $1,500, $2,000 between the machining work and, you know, new bearings and new pistons and all that fun stuff. So if you guys are new to the channel, thank you for subscribing. And yeah, we're gonna have a weird series of events coming up, I guess. I don't know. Hope everyone's healthy. And tomorrow is cleaning up this side of the garage so it's as clean as, I mean, I swept it and everything. I tried my best to keep this thing. I'll try my best, sorry. I'll try my best to keep this clean. Also, tomorrow I will replace the lower control arm from the back, or the lower arm, and get rid of the old one. So, boy, every time I come down here, I just got to stare at this. It's nice kind of having the transmission in place. Although tomorrow or in the next few days, we'll start putting this up on the stand so we can get it cleaned up and painted. I was going to paint the engine black, but with, or the Buick red, but because we got the Edelbrock cross ram that's black, we'll paint the engine black. So it was either that or wait for probably 2 months before we even, and that was before this whole thing started to happen. So we may not even end up getting this because of the, you know, coronavirus. And so that was really good timing, I suppose. And we'll just keep a black, I guess, theme through the block, the transmission, and all the stuff inside the engine bay. So although I kind of want the wheel wells and everything like that to match the color of the car. So like the inside of the engine bay will be the same color, but the engine itself will be, try to match this black as close as we can. This will be a different color black because generally speaking, this high temp paint is not, it's kind of its own black, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, we'll get that cleaned up. We'll wire brush it. We'll make it nice. We'll cut up all the excess gasket that's sticking out of there, and we'll make that nice and pretty. But I can't really tell where you'd be sitting. I don't know if you're sitting like right here. That's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted the firewall in here. But so if we're sitting right here, I'll have to measure out in the Buick outside to see where it is. But if you're sitting kind of like right here, that's not going to be too bad. Not bad at all. But obviously it's going to be a lot lower too, because the little mock-up cross member right there won't be there. It's just there for holding the transmission for kind of rough measurements. So that's what I did today, mostly clean and organized. So hopefully you're all staying healthy and avoiding the horrible virus going around. So hope you guys you're excited about the build still, and we're all going to get through this together. At the end of the day, I can come down here with my new rolly chair and just stare at this before I start working, drinking a little bit of coffee. Just think someday, if the channel gets big enough, this will be kind of like my routine. Come down, stare at it for a little bit, drink a little bit of coffee, and then start working on things. So, but boy, I don't know about you guys. That is just beautiful. I just think that is absolutely gorgeous. 3-inch all the way through. Fortunately, this is 3-inch as well. So, yep. Flowmaster Series 10. That was the progress for today, guys. Mocked up a little bit of what's going on with the frame. And a lot of cleaning. Tomorrow will be... Ooh, almost dropped you guys again. Tomorrow will be a lot of cleaning as well. And sometime this week, we'll go through and start putting the vapor barrier up, holding the installation. So, till the next time, guys, keep your shiny side up, and stay healthy, stay safe, and don't use too much TP, I guess, because that's more valuable than gold.